Infinity. Welcome back to the All Juve Cast channel, where, of course, it's all Juve all the time. I'm Alberto, and I'm going to hit you with the breaking news surrounding Juventus to April 7th. We're going to kick it off first with UEFA, okay? UEFA has announced the new financial fair play rules, and basically there will be no salary caps, okay? So no salary caps. However, no team is able to spend over 70% of their total income. And I 1000% have faith that no team will break these rules and that UEFA will basically hold all teams accountable to this to the utmost, because UEFA is corrupt in no way, shape, or form, right? Okay, now moving on. Morata, the formula has been set to keep him at Juventus, but basically Juventus is offering 15 million euros plus 3 million euros in bonus. The only thing that is a constant in all of this, and that is 1000% accurate and sure, is that he is no longer in Simeone's plans at Atletico Madrid. He has no plans there whatsoever, and I don't think the player does as well. So that's completely broken. Juventus, if they want to keep Morata around, can strike a deal for significantly less than the original 35 million euros. So eyes will be on that. Now, in terms of Sandro, we talked a bit about yesterday. Why would he leave? He's got this contract, and he's got one more year on it. This could be what pushes Luca Pellegrini out on a loan. But Juventus still looks at the targets at left back. It just changes if Sandro decides to leave. Now, the thing with Sandro leaving, there's only been one team that's named as even interested, and that's Roma. And I still highly doubt that interest. And the other thing is, you factor in the wage that he's on. So, however, keep this in mind. Will Juventus get rid of Sandro even if they had to pay partial salary? Potentially. Potentially, but I don't see them wanting to cut that salary completely and just chalk it up as a loss, because it is a big hit if you're going to take it all in one shot. However, I do see them paying partial if it is going to go, because no team, even Roma, will not pay the salary that he's currently at Juventus. But if they can strike a deal and Juventus has to pay just a bit of that salary, that might be a way that Juventus looks at getting rid of Sandro. So this could be interesting and something that we'll have to keep eyes on. So Roma being the only team named. Now, in terms of some of the replacements at left back, obviously Lodi has been named, but what's probably going to deter Juventus there is that price tag, because there are also about 4 other options that are significantly less. Windal being one of them, and he's around 15 to 20 million euros, whereas Lodi is double that. Okay, so these are some of the options that are coming out at left back position. Now, let's get to some of the forward talk. Zaniolo is being reported as not a priority at Roma anymore. However, the talks are still ongoing. You still have to watch out for that one. But what has changed at Juventus is that they have apparently intensified their chase of Raspadori as of late. So the player is actually open to coming to Turin. He's excited about it. Apparently, the price tag is good at 30 million euros for Raspadori. Not bad, not bad. Now, the other thing is, what does Juventus do in the middle of the park? This is what I said yesterday. I think that's going to be your highest profile signing. Now, the news that broke out today is that Sergei Milinkovic Savage and Lazio have decided to part ways. Okay, so the player will be leaving Lazio, $65 million to $70 million evaluation. Now, contacts we know have already been made between Juventus and the player's entourage, but here's the thing. Now that they've decided that they're going to part ways, again, here's just a little bit more of leverage leaving Lazio. The other thing is, players will. I talked about it yesterday. This changes everything. Get that players will. And now that they've decided that they are going to part ways, does Juventus have a player that Sarri would be interested in, that Lazio would be interested, that could bring that even further down? So if you're thinking about this, and Juventus does want Raspadori, they want Sergei Milinkovic Savage, if you can include a player, if you can bring that price down even a little bit, including the players will taking it down a little bit, there is no way that we cannot make a deal that could possibly strike Milinkovic Savage and still have enough to bring in Raspadori. Then you factor in some of the moves we can make that would benefit us and be able to strengthen some other positions. This is totally plausible. Okay, so you have Milinkovic, we talked about yesterday, from Fiorentina. That would be about 15 million euros. You have Romagnoli, who could be out there and available on a free. Windal at left back, 15 million euros. We still haven't even discussed who Juventus could move or potentially sell. One player that we may not want to sacrifice might have to be sold, though, in order to make this happen. But definitely Raspadori and Sergey Milinkovic Savage. Could that happen in one summer? I don't see why not. What do you think, Juventini? Drop it here in the comments. You know we love hearing from you at the All Juve Cast. I've had a blast mingling and mixing it up with you guys in the chats here. So yeah, you know what to do. Drop your thoughts on all the news you heard today, and don't worry, we're going to keep you posted tomorrow. And then, of course, the following day will be the match day live for Cagliari, and then the Sunday, the live post-match podcast where we break it all down and have fun. And make sure you're with us live, checking it out on the live chat. Till then, as always, FInoallafine, Forza Juve. Don't forget to check out our awesome sponsor, stripedheartsapparel.com, for the latest in the custom Juve fan merch. It's the best out there, and they just dropped the Pitbull line, which is fantastic. So make sure you check them out. Ciao tutti.